Gaffer, is this pretty much back where it started almost? Think back to that summer where you really got it going. You were back in here in similar conditions. Does it bring back a few
Yeah, kind of. We didn't do it for that reason, but we had good memories of coming here from a professional point of view. But of course, it did lead to a very big season that season, and kind of the start point, if you like, of what's carried on from then and to where we are now. But no, we knew it was a good facility, and we popped out again last kind of March time and just check out everything was good. And you know, we like it here, and we've got a lot of new players now as well, so obviously they won't remember this from the last time.
Yeah. But it suits. I know you came to Ireland last year, and obviously it worked very well. I know you've been to Europe before, but obviously this suits, and we could almost be in Europe now.
Yeah, I mean, the weather is unbelievable, obviously, more or less across Europe as it happens. But no, it's more a case of, you know, ticking the right boxes. You want good pitches, you want a good feel, as you can see here. Beautiful feel to the scenario here. Also, there's a little bit of access here. As you know, we're quite open to people, and you know, some of the kids come down and watch training, so there's a little bit of that as well, a little connection, quite obviously, with the amount of Irish players we've got. But we've enjoyed the facility before, and it looks like we've made a good start to it today. So we're hoping to enjoy the facilities and enjoy this week.
Yeah, you've just flown out today, but straight in it. The lads have put in a good session this evening.
Yeah, it's important we get them at it. We gave them a couple of down days over the weekend. It is, this time of year, it's always finding that fine line, you know, between a good loading phase, as we call it, but then also a good rest phase. You know, there has to be a balance, because, you know, our goal for when the real stuff starts is full of energy but full of fitness. You know, there was times in my career when you get to the first game of the season, you know you're fit, but you're actually de-energised because the pre-season has taken it out of you. So we try and find that balance between the really heavy workload but also really good quality downtime.
You're in week 2 here, of course you had last week at Barnfield, and presumably hit the ground running there.
Yeah, it's been a good, you know, a good beginning to the pre-season, and we've come through it unscathed. That's another big thing we look out for, and you would have heard me there, even at, you know, it's relatively early, we're second week in, but we still said to the players, there's no heroes at this stage. If you feel anything at all, you know, out of the ordinary, there's going to be a bit of pain, mind you, but out of the ordinary pain where, you know, a muscle tweak or anything, we say get out straight away so that we can maximise the fitness during pre-season. You've
got everybody here, as you say, unscathed, including Robbie and Steve, who seem to be obviously working with the main group. Are you pleased with how they've come on through the summer?
Yeah, they're progressing well. They're not quite 100% with us yet, but as you can see, they're doing a lot of the background work, if you like. So no, that's important to them as well, but not just from a fitness point of view, you understand, psychologically as well, to be back amongst their teammates.
How was the summer for you, Gaffer? Did you get a chance to unwind a little bit after
No, it's been good actually. You know, people do forget that, you know, a lot of people come up and talking about the World Cup. I do have a life, you know, with a wife and children who do access some of my time. So I've tried to get, obviously, the England games, that goes without saying. Johan, of course, as well. Yeah. But really, just in case, you know, bits and bobs and seeing different games and moments in games, but also getting a good break. So no, I've enjoyed a good break, but got that bug back as soon as pre-season comes around again. You know what it's like, you get back into it and all of a sudden it comes flooding back in and you're ready to go again.
We've better just mention the World Cup because England are doing so well still, and we've got Nick out there. Yeah, how excited are you as somebody who's been in football all your life at how England are doing and how Nick's a part of it?
Well, superb. You know, I'm a big fan of Gareth, as you probably know. I've spoken openly about that. I really like the messages he's been sending before the World Cup about almost, let's learn from this one for the next one and let's see what happens. Well, that's kind of, you know, just taken the focus off it this year, and then I wouldn't say no surprise, but it's allowed a bit more freedom for the players to go out there knowing the nation will back them because they've just gone under the radar a bit. I think he's played that very well and authentically, by the way. That's the important thing. Just allowed the players, you know, they've been a bit freer. We've had a great draw, if you like, to where we are now, and who knows? I mean, we all dare to dream, you know, as Englishmen, and we're certainly daring to dream at the moment, but we send our best to all of them, of course.
You'll get together, I presume, Wednesday night. Will you watch it as a team, or the lads?
No, we're not going to bother, Pete. We thought we'd leave it, you know, World Cup semi-final. We just thought we'd leave it. We thought, nah, we said to the lads, look, let's leave it. You know, it happens all the time, England semi-finals, you know, Pete. No, it's fair to say we'll be watching.
As a team, though, will you be together?
Yeah, we will. We'll get the group together. We've got great facilities here and meeting rooms. We've got, you know, a good mixture this week. A couple of meetings with, we brought our psychologist with us who, you know, just gives an overview, a little bit with myself. A couple of nights football. Obviously, Stephen's not going to let us away with it. Of course, We'll be watching both semi-finals on behalf of Stephen. But it's fair to say I don't think the interest will be quite as keen on the Tuesday as it will on the Wednesday.
And you'll have to presumably give Nick a bit of a break afterwards. And Johan, do we know when Johan will rejoin us?
We'll look at that accordingly. Johan, he won't come this week because it's important they try and get a bit of downtime. Probably slightly different, obviously not active, but still training and still active, you know, mentally and physically with the group. Great experience, I'm sure he's getting there. So we'll look at that accordingly, because obviously we're not quite sure. Well, we do know actually because of the third and fourth place, but obviously a whole different feeling should you win it. That's a whole different ball game.